Have you ever received an email that seemed too good to be true? Perhaps saying that you won the latest iPhone or laptop? Well, chances are it may have been a hacker. I'm Jayda Grant, reporter for WDSU-TV Channel 14, here in the Martin Luther King Jr. Student Center, where today we had the conversation of cybersecurity. And joining us in that conversation was our own Delaware State University president, Dr. Harry L. Williams.
It felt great because it was important. It's coming from the President of the United States and recognizing Delaware State University in a very positive way. But what we heard today was a proud HBCU graduate, Jeh Johnson, who graduated from Morehouse College. And I hope you heard his story in terms of what he said an HBCU did for him that allowed for him to graduate from HBCU and then go on and enroll at a very prestigious law school. And now he's the Homeland Security Secretary. Well, I think what he said, we just have to be careful about all the emails that we get, and we just can't open every single attachment that comes our way, because sometimes people have a way of enticing you to open up your email. So that's one of the, I heard that from him loud and clear, but also just being mindful of all the hackers and the way that people can get into your private information. So we got to be very, very careful because there's just so much out there for everybody.
So as a student, I feel as though a way to tackle cybersecurity would be being more conscious, being more aware. So with like emails, you get random emails, you get random texts and things like that, just to think outside the box and just not click on things that you don't know are true, I guess.
One of the things is people just need to be mindful and safe. So one of the things they want to do is just kind of pay attention to what's going on. There's a lot of really good information about how to be safe when it comes to cybersecurity. There's a lot of information. Secretary Johnson talked about specifically things like phishing and spear phishing. So really what it is people just need to pay attention to what's going on and hesitate and pause for a little bit. So if you have something that looks a little weird, take a moment, take a look at it, and more than likely your instinct's probably going to be right. There's a couple different types. Phishing basically is when someone sends you an email and they're trying to get you to click a link. So it's just exactly what it is, called phishing. Spear phishing is a little more targeted, so they're going to try and find someone specific. So as a student, right, at Del State, instead of just sending a random email to try and get you to click a link, they're going to send you something about maybe Delaware State. And they're going to say, for all Delaware State students, get free tickets to the football game, or maybe a $10 gift certificate to the bookstore. That's a little more targeted, trying to get you to click that link and then potentially dealing with getting to a place where you'll get an exploit or a vulnerability, things like that. So what you're looking for is, again, it's something that's a little out of place. And spear phishing or phishing is kind of easy to detect. You usually see it's from people you don't know. You're going to see information in that email that maybe there's going to be things like misspellings, or it's going to be worded oddly, or it's just not going to make sense. So again, pause for half a second, think about it, and if it doesn't look right, don't click the link, just go ahead and delete the email.
Major things is what I alluded to on the panel, which is that they need to engage and take their education more seriously. So what I mean by that is I have a really hard time trying to get through to students that they need to do a lot of activities outside the classroom, engage in coding camps, online coding camps, engage in various cybersecurity online education, actually join various peers of theirs for workshops in cybersecurity, or even go to capture the flag competitions or some kind of a competition that deals with defensive, offensive type strategies. So we've had some limited success with that, but it's so difficult to kind of change habits of students in that sense. In our program, cybersecurity is part of the programs that we have. So we have courses in them. We engage in competitions. Our students engage in competitions. We try to support them to go to different conferences on that. So we try to, as much as possible, from the career path, engage them in cybersecurity. Because right now, the way we see it is cybersecurity is part of information technology. So when you're out there, you have to be aware of it. I think what we don't do very well here is bring in this whole idea of computational thinking, cybersecurity into the general education framework. So students that are in mass comm should have an idea of what the threats are and what cybersecurity is and how to protect themselves from threats and attacks. And so, but we haven't really gotten to the point where we can take these concepts, this discipline itself, and bring it into the general education for all the university students to get kind of exposure to.
Hope you all learned a thing or two about cybersecurity and its importance, and hope that you are willing to make a change. I'm Jayda Grant, reporter for WDSU-TV, Channel 14. Thank you.